And you're sitting here crying over this thing, and it's like, I get it. It was a time. That's why you got to make sure you go through the seasons you need to go through. When it's your season of healing, heal. When it's your season of patience, be patient. When it's your season of learning, make sure that you're just locked in on learning whatever you need to learn. What's going on with y'all? This is your first time to my channel. My name is Kieran T. Davis. I'm putting this video out here with the intentions on helping as many people as possible. And I just pray that God uses me in a way that allows this video to resonate, reach, and connect with those for whom it is intended for, right? Understanding your purpose. Understanding that everyone who exists is here for a reason. I really believe that. I really believe that. Not that anyone is better than anyone else or above anyone else. Nah. At my church, the leaders, they tend to say, we serve y'all, we work for y'all. We're not above y'all. And I love that too, because oftentimes people will look at pastors and so forth as if they are above the church. In reality, that is just a different role in servitude, right? They're just here to serve us. Oftentimes, when God chooses people or gives a very special role to someone, it is just a higher, it is just a role to serve more people. That tends to lead to opportunities to have a more impact on the world. That's what I mean. So it's not like anybody is better than anyone else. Nah. But you might be in a position to serve more people. We understand that we are all servants. We're all servants. God has given us all abilities, gifts, given us abilities and gifts to use to serve one another. Even with me on here speaking to y'all and so forth, and it takes a lot to do all these things. It takes a lot to do all of these things. Sometimes I feel like I'm not even doing anything, like I'm not being productive in life, because this is so like I get so much enjoyment from just recording videos and posting videos for people. I feel like I'm not even doing real work. But as a kid, as growing up, this is something that I always wanted to do. Always wanted to have a channel and talk to people about life, about becoming their best selves, about working through hard times. It has always been in my spirit to help people through stuff like this. Always. Always. And I feel so fortunate and grateful and blessed to be able to do so. But I know in you that you're either just finding out, knocking on the door and not sure if this is the thing, or you're actively searching to see, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? There's so much influence in this world that oftentimes we're led to just think about, okay, I need to be making some money. How can I make more money? But see, that question does not always lead to fulfillment. See, that question can lead to you feeling like you are wasting your life. Let me check this because I don't want this video to be messed up. 1 second. I'm trying to adjust the setting. Adjust the setting. But yeah, oftentimes, man, we don't want this stuff to be, you get lost in the sauce, man. People are trying to teach you how to go for more money in life. But that does not lead to fulfillment. Does not lead to fulfillment. when you're doing the thing with the God-given gifts, talents, and ability that God gave you, when you're doing that thing, it's not even going to feel like you're working. The trick is that with your gifts, there's so many things you can use your gift on. I know how to speak, and I'm not someone who I didn't go to school for anything like that. I read books. I learn through just repetition and just from any type of information I can get, right? But I could have been a salesman. I could have been a rapper. I could have been a sports broadcaster. I could have been a news reporter. I could have done a lot of different things with this ability. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I could have done a lot of different things with this ability. You know? I could do a lot of different things with this ability. But I'm on here talking to you guys, helping you guys. You might be doing something where you're using your gift, you're using your ability, you're using your strengths, but you're using it for the wrong thing. You're using it for the wrong thing. I done this. That was me. That was me. I know how I feel. You're exhausted, you burnt out, you all these other things. And I'm not saying that there's not going to come time where you will graduate into more. But understand this. Big changes take time. Big changes take time. If you go from $30,000 a year to $300,000 a year within like a 6-month span, it's going to hurt so bad. You're going to lose so much stuff. You're going to lose sight of so much stuff. See what I'm saying? Big changes take time, and they're best done gradually. You see, we live in a microwave society. We live in a microwave society where everybody wants things so fast. Fast results, fast changes. People want everything so fast. As if, yeah, okay, so we are taught to think that like life is short, you're gonna live and die, and you're gonna die. If you were to die tomorrow, if you were to die tomorrow, I promise you, what you would actually want to do with your time is not really gonna cost you that much money. You want to be able to spend time with your family, the people that you care about, the people that you love. Now it would be cool to be able to take them out to dinner, buy people this, buy people that. But I promise you, even more so, that these individuals, they're going to miss you more than value the things that you bought them. They're like, yeah, this house is cool, but I would rather have my son or my daughter in my life. When you're on this journey, man, you overlook so many things and you take so many things for granted. It's impossible not to, because when we will only have so much time and attention in a day, and you have less attention than time. See what I'm saying? So there's always in that void, in that blankness, right? What we're not giving attention to, what is that called? That is called neglect. What we're not giving our attention to, we are neglecting. So there's always going to be neglect in your life. Now, what are you neglecting? That depends on what you prioritize to give attention to. Time goes by and you look at this and you're like, What did I give all my attention to? People getting older, and there's you're like, I don't have a strong relationship with this person. I don't have a strong relationship with that person. I don't have a strong relationship with this person. What happened? Oh, you really weren't giving any attention to that relationship, to that person. They've been neglected. It's a horrible feeling, man. It's a horrible feeling for someone to pass away, and you're like, damn, I didn't spend enough time and attention on that person. Someone to move away, and you're like, dang, I didn't spend enough time and attention with this person. Somebody to get in an achievement, right? Get married, whatever the case may be, and they're celebrating, and you're like, man, I didn't give enough time and attention to this person. There's so much catching up we need to do. And it's cool to have the catching up. I'm not saying you need to be these people's face all the time. But I'm really talking to y'all about purpose and also priority. They said when God calls you to something, He's going to make sure that you have time to rest and you have time to eat. That you're taken care of. And it's not going to call for you to neglect the things you love. There's a difference between looking to get rich and being called to something that so happens to get you rich. It says, do not forget the Lord your God, for it is He who has given you the ability to become rich. Do not forget the Lord your God. See, hustle culture, growing up where I come from, nobody talked about that. I didn't know that people were, I grew up thinking that you people who were wealthy is because they sold their soul. They sold their soul. They're doing something illegal, something bad's happening. Now as an adult, I still struggle with that I'm healing from all the lies. I'm healing from the trauma. I'm healing from so much stuff that I'm blocking myself from. But this is what I thought. You grow up watching cartoons, and all the people who are wealthy seem to be bullies. They seem to be bad people. Look at the cartoons. Look at the cartoon. Name a cartoon. Name a wealthy person, and 9 times out of 10, they were painted as a bad person or a villain, right? And if they weren't, they were always they were portrayed as a bad person. Like look at Batman and Iron Man. Seem to be these heartless individuals, these egotistical people, these right? Even when they are used as a good person. Try to make sure my mic is still on, because it's tough, guys. All right, we lit. Right? Don't chase wealth, but see, chase what God has you here for. Chase your God-given purpose. Chase your God-given purpose. Sometimes that looks like doing something that is going to pay you less money, but is more impactful and is more rewarding. It makes your soul happier. It makes you as a person happier. But see, but you hold on to the former thing because society says this is more promising or more rewarding. You should be doing this. Why aren't you doing this? And in reality, it's like, I was doing that because I was trying to make some money. I'm doing this because I believe I am called to this. And I will add more and go to the next level and go further and deeper with this when I believe it is my time to do so. All glory to God when it is my time, when I'm called to take on more. Right now, I'm still learning and figuring this out. Why would I add more on my plate? That's not what God want me to do. That's what society want me to do. See, sometimes you be somebody's ticket out. Sometimes you be somebody's ticket out, and they are betting on you because they don't know what to do, and you're their ticket out. You see this all the time when somebody, like in the small towns, when somebody gets a scholarship, makes it to the next level, whatever the case may be. Everybody starts to just fumble whatever they doing, and everybody want to rally behind this person, which is okay. I love the support, but I'm saying sometimes that you're trying to cash in your ticket. You think I'm your ticket? They just want to know you. I knew this person. Oh yeah, we go back. Boo, boo, boo. And in reality, purpose, priority. Your number one priority should be to serve God. That's gonna keep you on your purpose as well. You see, it's gonna keep you on your purpose as well. And then through that, honor your mother and your father. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Right? To love your wife, honor your wife, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. Everything is in the Bible, and as I'm studying it and learning it, it's strengthening my relationship, it's strengthening my understanding on what this life is about. And a lot of it, guys, is about wisdom and patience. And wisdom is understanding that I should just keep looking towards God, and God will guide me through His Word. And sometimes it's like certain things, man. It's like sometimes God trying to do a new thing in your life, and you're holding on and holding on and holding on and holding on to the former. And it's time for you to graduate. It's time for you to graduate. You keep holding on to the former things, and God's trying to do a new thing. And I don't know what that looks like in your life. That's why I've been preaching heavy lately about healing, because it's hard for God to do a new thing in your life when you're holding on to everything that is causing you pain. You got to heal so that God can bring new things in your life, new blessings. And you're sitting here crying over this thing, and it's like, I get it. It was a time. That's why you got to make sure you go through the seasons you need to go through. When it's your season of healing, heal. When it's your season of patience, be patient. When it's your season of learning, make sure that you're just locked in on learning whatever you need to learn. This new program, this new platform, right? This new skill. When it's your time to grind and grind and grind, and we're making calls and we're knocking on doors, and that's when we in that. You know? But there's something that you're supposed to be doing right now that's not gonna feel like hard work. It's gonna be hard work. Somebody else gonna look at it and be like, that man is crazy. He don't take a day off. Every day. I get it. But I feel most alive when I'm here recording this video. I feel most alive when I'm here recording this video. So I know there has to be something in your life that you feel most alive when you're doing that. That once you start doing it, not because of what you're going to get from it, but because you want to serve God and you want to serve the people that God's going to use you to bless. And I'm learning that even more. Giving. Not so much focus on receiving. You see, the world wants you to be a receiver. This world wants you to focus on what you will get. That's how this world works. They want you to be selfish, a receiver, a receiver, when God wants us to be givers. When you get in the habit and you get familiar with giving, serving others, and leave it up for God to decide how you're rewarded. And if you're rewarded at all, that's when you'll break through.